I see a lot of condo building parking garages and driveways in my everyday life as a realtor here in Toronto. I also see a ton of Teslas and other EVs when I'm out and about during my day-to-day. The one thing I don't see a lot of, EV chargers. Now, don't get me wrong, I love seeing more electric vehicles on the roads. I mean, I drive a plug-in hybrid myself. It's a sign that people are ready to embrace a greener future, but there's one question we need to ask ourselves. Is this shift to electric really worth it for homeowners? And could investing in an EV actually be a smart move for your property's value? In today's video, we'll dive deep into the real estate side of EV ownership, the hidden costs, and whether Toronto is truly ready for this transition. Because when it comes to the essentials like charging stations, it feels like we're playing a game of hide and seek. So stick around to the end and we'll talk about whether installing a charger could be a good investment or just another expensive headache. So let's break down the real costs of going electric in the Toronto real estate market. But before we even get into where you can charge your EV, let's talk about the costs of owning one, because the reality is EVs are definitely not cheap. Sure, you save the money on gas, but that's just the beginning. First off, there's the upfront cost. EVs generally have a higher sticker price than their gas-powered counterparts. And then there's the cost of installing a level 2 charger in your home. Depending on the electrical work required, you could be looking at anywhere from $1,500 at the low end to $3,000 or even more on the high end. Think that's all? Well, not quite. If you're relying on public level 3 chargers, which can charge your car quite quickly, you're going to be paying for that convenience. In fact, pay-per-use level 3 chargers can cost almost the same amount as gasoline. I mean, it's still slightly less, but your savings might not be as significant as you thought. And let's not even start with the fact that level 3 charging is much more expensive than charging at home with a level 2. So, is it worth it? If you're a homeowner who wants to go green and has the budget to install a home charger, you could see some savings over time, but if you're relying on public chargers, the math starts to get a little fuzzy. And if you thought installing a charger in your home was expensive, let's talk about condos and apartments. For condo and apartment dwellers, the challenges of owning an EV go beyond just the cost of a car. The reality is most buildings in Toronto weren't built with EVs in mind. Let's say you want to install a charging station in your condo parking space. You might face a few hurdles. First, you'll need approval from your condo board. Then you're likely looking at installation costs that are far higher than for a single family home. In my own experience, my condo building quoted me $10,000 just to get a charger installed. Plus, there's the increased monthly maintenance fee, and yes, I'd obviously have to pay for the electricity I use. So at that price, you have to ask yourself, is it even worth it? And it's not just about installing a charger. Even if your building allows it, the process can be so complicated with permits, electricians, and other costs that many people, including myself, simply give up. In contrast, cities like Montreal have made it far easier for condo owners to go electric. They have an amazing charging infrastructure with public chargers littered throughout the city. So, what's Toronto's game plan for making this work? The reality is, it's not just about individual homeowners or condo dwellers. This is an urban planning issue. Toronto is a dense city with limited parking and space for charging infrastructure. It's clear we're going to need some major upgrades to our electrical infrastructure if we're going to make EVs a viable option for the majority of Torontonians. Even if we somehow manage to install chargers everywhere, there's a bigger problem: the grid. The electricity demand for EVs is going to skyrocket, and our current infrastructure might not be ready for it. As more EVs hit the road, our electrical grid will face unprecedented pressure. Without significant upgrades, we could face everything from higher electricity bills to potentially rolling blackouts. So what can we do? The good news is there are solutions, but they require action and significant investment. Government incentives can help offset the cost for homeowners and condo dwellers to install chargers. Public-private partnerships can also help expand the charging network right across the city. And changes to building codes could ensure that all new developments include EV charging infrastructure from the get-go. But there's another potential game changer we need to talk about: solar energy. With the increased demand on our grid, why not take some of the pressure off by harnessing energy from the sun? If the city and province offered more incentives beyond those already provided by the federal government for homeowners to install solar panels, or even BIPV, which is Building Integrated Photovoltaics, we could significantly reduce the strain on our grid. Not only would this make charging your EV more sustainable, but would also add value to your property. And I mean, by the way, if you haven't heard about BIPV yet, it's an incredible under-the-radar technology that's going to change the way we think about energy and real estate. I made a separate video diving deep into BIPV, so make sure to check it out after this one because it's definitely something you'll want to know about. So imagine a future where your EV is not only charged at home, but also partially powered by the sun, reducing your reliance on the grid and cutting down on your energy bills. I mean, to me, it's a win-win situation, but it's going to take some serious commitment and incentives from the government to make this a reality. So, is it all worth it? If you're a homeowner with the budget, an EV can be a great investment. But if you're in a condo apartment, it's a tougher call. The future is electric, but we have to make sure we're plugged into the right solutions today to make it happen. So share your thoughts in the comments. Are you ready to make the switch to an EV, or are the costs and challenges too much to justify the investment right now? And if you're interested in learning more about how this all ties back to real estate, hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more insights how the electric revolution is reshaping and will further reshape Toronto's property market. That's it for today. Thanks again for watching Under the Radar Real Estate. Peace out.